You have keys, David? Beautiful. That doesn't sound real, Emily Ram. I can't Google it right now, so please don't mess with me. Please don't mess with me. Don't tell me something like that unless it's true, because I can't Google from here. Hello. John DeCumo is here. Everybody say hello to a longtime viewer and friend of the stream. Honored and esteemed gentleman, John DeCumo. How are you doing this evening, sir? Hope everything is going well with you in your life. As the world loses its mind, hopefully you have found tranquil sanity amongst your family, friends, and loved ones. Lost one of my gloves earlier today. I have some guys filming a documentary on me, and he wanted to film me but while I was on my ride to work in the car, and it was very interesting because he had to be next to me in order to get a good filming shot of me, a good shot of that. So I couldn't really switch lanes the way I usually like to, or go in front of things. It made me realize how miserable driving is. Like, it took a 24-minute commute and turned it into an hour, if not more. But also, at one point I had to call him to figure out where he was, so I had to take the glove off, but then I had to start going again, and I didn't have time to put the glove on, and I wound up just tossing it because I wanted to not die. And, very weird situation. Suck it! So I'm a little disappointed. I did this trip where I visited almost every repair shop that was willing to talk to me in the state of Massachusetts, and I got word back from the person who's organizing a lobbying day in Massachusetts that a lot of the people that signed up through my link are flaking out. That makes me very sad. They get gung-ho in the moment, but then they kind of they don't do anything later. It's very depressing. I'm gonna do a video on the main channel as a call to action to see if I can get people involved or to actually show up, because again, what I say on a lobbying day, it doesn't matter to a politician in Massachusetts, because I'm not a voter there. So it's like, the whole idea of being a politician is to represent your constituents, and if you're a politician in Massachusetts, you're not representing your constituents by listening to a dude who lives in New York who wants to move to New Hampshire. So I'm gonna have to come up with some call to action that sounds inspiring in some way, and hopefully it'll actually do something. If it doesn't, it's gonna be really embarrassing, because there are certain legislators where we actually lined up specific meetings with the people who signed up with their representatives over Zoom, and when they back out and don't show up or don't respond, we have to cancel them, and it's just kind of, it makes us look like shit, you know, because what it does is it makes us look like, wow, wait a second. So you only had one person who wanted to talk to me about this, and he didn't show up? Right to what? Right to repair? Who needs this shit? I guess nobody gives a shit about it. It contributes to this feeling that most of what I've done or tried to work towards is a joke. And I know I shouldn't let it go that far into my head, but I can't help it sometimes. I want to ram through this bike so hard. Good thing he moved, because I was going to play a nice game of chicken right there. Just ram straight into that thing. Go, Make him say, Quality looking better today. Yeah, it looks like we're uploading at 370 kilobytes per second. If Apple offered you 10 million to halt your right to repair effort, would you accept the money? Probably. In a heartbeat. Yeah, I'd say, yeah, give me 10 million bucks. I'll halt right to repair right now. Let's rename it something. I don't know. We'll rename the bill. Instead of right to repair, it'll be advocacy to repair or some shit. I'll rename the bill, and I'll put the money towards lobbyists for the newly renamed bill. Yeah, why not? I'll take the money. I'll happily take the money. I have no integrity when it comes to people who have no integrity. If your intention is to give me money to stop me from pursuing my principles, I'll happily take your money and pursue my principles anyway. Why do I have to have integrity when dealing with someone who has no integrity? That doesn't really make sense. I'd take the money, run with it, and do my shit anyway. What the fuck are you gonna do to stop me? Honestly, what would it say? Like, they give me the 10 million, what, it's like a handshake? A memo and a check? Really? Really? That's what you're gonna do? I mean, those questions make no sense, because they're never gonna happen. That question has no basis in reality, because there's no point to it. You give me 10 million bucks to stop caring about, how is that gonna work? How would that process work? How would you sell that to me? How would you enforce that? What's the enforcement method? Well, we have some sort of, Tim Cook takes me out to dinner. Is that what it is? Tim Cook takes me out to dinner and says, here's 10 million bucks, stop lobbying for right to repair? That's not gonna work. Because I take the money, I'd say, sure, man. Yeah, fuck right to repair. And then I would do it anyway. It'd be the easiest decision I ever made in my life. I can lie. I don't have to tell the truth. I don't have to do what I promise. Especially if I'm making a promise to somebody who is not an honest individual. Or not working with... I keep my promises when I try to act with integrity when I'm dealing with others who act with integrity. I don't have to have integrity when I'm dealing with somebody who's being a piece of shit. Never. Is a red light red if there's no traffic in the crosswalk? I guess it is red. Yeah. Dining in the middle of the street's never going away. But I don't really enjoy answering hypothetical questions, because hypotheticals are hypotheticals for a good reason. Because they're never going to happen. It's like, what's the...
The World Trade Center is boring. There's nothing there worthwhile.
Oh my god. Oh dear. Down ain't nothing but a thing. This loving you've got for me means everything. Age ain't nothing but a number. Throwing down ain't nothing but a thing. This loving you've got for me means everything. Here I am, and here you are. Something to your heart. Da-da-da-da. C-Bar says, why are you anti-vaccine and anti-mask? I don't really know how to counter that question other than to ask, why are you retarded? I have a video last year going over wearing masks during COVID, explaining that I had everybody wear one. I explained the philosophy behind why, and there's 69 links to peer-reviewed studies in the video description, explaining how masks can help stop the spread of COVID. Lucky number there, 69 studies. I swear, I promise, that wasn't on purpose. It just happened that way. In terms of vaccine, I don't know. I got it. I just don't. I'm not for mandates, but I guess I would say, why are you a tribalistic cunt? I'd probably say, why are you a tribalistic cunt? But it's fashionable. It doesn't age well though. But it's fashionable. Do not enter. Oh, okay. Well, now I got it. What do we have down here? Alright. Audible theater. Now, if your question is, why am I not having a mask mandate in my store? Why am I not wearing a mask in November of 2021? That's because I got it, I beat it, and I got a vaccine. I got it, beat it a year, 13 months ago, and then I got my vaccine, how long? 7 months ago. So, I'm good. If at that point it's still a serious thing, then that means that the mask will never end. And at that point, well, I'm signing off and out of it. Like, if at the point that you have, if you're at the point where you're not surrounded by the immunocompromised, got the virus, beat the virus, got natural immunity, and then got a vaccine, and you're still wearing a mask, that means that there is no end to it. There is no end at that point. It's never coming off, and I don't really want to accept that. I'll wear it for a year. I wore it for about a year and a half. I think I stopped with masking around June. It was June or July of this year is when it's like, what am I doing? So if I see a store and I see it has a sign asking people to wear the mask, I'll look inside and see what the employees are doing. If the employees have one on, I'll wear it, or the business owner has it on. Here, go. I'll wear it out of respect for them. You know, I'm not going to disobey your rules in your business. I will respect the rules of that business if I want to patronize it. But if I look inside and I see that the owner doesn't have one on and the employee has one on as a chin bra, then I assume that sign is there to placate the state and the city and is not there because they actually care, and I will go about my business as I usually would, as a gentleman who has his natural immunity plus his vaccine. Yo, because if natural immunity plus vaccine means you still wear it, that means this shit's never going away. And I don't think you're going to be able to sell that to anybody, honestly. This street looks really weird. What do they have going on down here? Someone's going to go to America. What's the best place to go to live? That's a good question. Road over here. It's a Model X meme car to my left. Masking as a cultural thing is probably going to be massively beneficial to butterfaces across America. Like dudes who have a really amazing body but a shit face, like this is their comeback. Whoa, I don't know if you guys saw that. That Toyota making a left has no idea how to make a left turn. He almost smashed into that SUV in front of me. And the SUV in front of me had the right of way, but he didn't give a shit. He's like, I'm going. Why are you parked? You don't even have hazards on. Okay, thank you. You at least put your hazards on when I mentioned that. That cab is just parked in the middle of a lane, not even pulled over to the side. No hazards. City life, my friend. City life. Bob Dole says being anti-mask, anti-vax is why it will go on forever. This would all end if you would just wore a mask, though. Okay, I think that my stream has gotten invaded by retards at this point. So, at the beginning of COVID, I had a mask on and I had a mask mandate for my employees. I literally have a 45-minute video on this entire thing, and it's in May or April of I believe it's April of 2020. So I had my employees wearing masks in the beginning of March. You may note that the beginning of March was when the television was telling you that if you wanted to wear a mask, that meant you were a hypochondriac, and that you shouldn't care about wearing a mask, and that's ridiculous. Why are you wearing one? I had a mask mandate in my store before there was a mask mandate in the state. Again, the problem that I have here is that the people who say this shit, it's a religion. It's a religion to them. Like, they don't bother to actually figure out what other people believe. It's just like, you are a non-believer, I dislike you, I hate you, I cast you out. However, with, whoa, Tesla cunt right there. Yo, you see what that guy did? He almost hit the biker. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Oh, yeah, I'm mad because bikers are my people. Yo, what's wrong with you? Oh, look at it. Yo, you looking where you're going? You stupid fuck. Wow. Lady in the car is on her fucking phone. Bullshit. You almost smashed into that biker because you have to text while you're driving. What a dick. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It really has become a religion because I pretty much said before that Bob Dole posted his comment that I had a mask mandate in my store from early March of last year until June of this year. And he said this would end if you would have worn a mask. What does that demonstrate? It demonstrates that what people are doing nowadays is they're not listening to anything. They don't actually care. This isn't even about a health issue anymore. It's about a tribalism issue. He picked out one thing that I said that didn't that struck a wrong chord with him. And he used the one thing that he heard that struck a wrong chord with him to try and cast me as the other. And then assume my views on everything. And then immediately shit on it. Which is what most people do nowadays. And it's incredibly boring. It's incredibly lame. But it's incredibly predictable. But it's human nature. It's human nature to be very tribalistic and to kind of separate yourselves on, blue versus red, Team A versus Team B. It's very boring. But this is a manner in which people can do that. It's kind of funny. It's like when I read these news articles where they say, let's say, I don't know, virus is resurging here. It's because we haven't been vigilant. We were vigilant before. We were watching like the warriors at the gate, but now we've put our guard down. And that's why COVID has come back to us. It's kind of like when something bad happens. Like my grandma was one of those people from a small town in Italy. It's called San Benedetto. It's a small mountain town. Has a population of like 110 people. And they would... I didn't just do that. She used to go to church 7 days a week. And if anything bad happened in the family and you missed church for one day, let's say you went to church 6 days a week instead of 7, that happened because you weren't vigilant in your worship to God. You weren't paying enough attention to Him. You said something you didn't like, or you didn't pray that day or whatever. It couldn't be that people went back to living their lives, so cases went up. Or, let's say it got really hot, so people decided to go indoors where it's cold, where you're breathing recirculated air. Or it got in New York, it gets really cold in the winter, so people go inside to stay warm, and then cases go up. No, it's you're no longer vigilant. This has happened to you because you did not do what you were supposed to do. Well, I did what I was supposed to do, so you can't blame me, you fuck. I guess I didn't do all of what I was supposed to do. What I was supposed to do was shut down altogether, stay inside my house, close my business, not go back to work ever again, be economically and financially ruined, and tell everybody who works for me, best of luck working at a Panera Bread or something. I didn't do that. And for that, I will be scorned forever. I will be marked as an anti-vaxxer, anti-masker, even though I'm literally neither of those things and had a mask mandate in my business like over a year and a half ago. But again, That's not how this works. It's all or nothing, baby. It's all or nothing. You're all in or you're all out. And it happens with the right-wing crazies too. So like the Bob Dole dude in my chat, he's a left-wing crazy. You can tell by the language. But the right-wing crazies will say, well, Lewis, you don't understand. The reason that we have mandates is because you put a mask on. And I'll go, what? The fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, you gave them an inch. Now you got to accept the whole thing. Business closures, mandates, vaccine passports. It's like, well, no, I don't. I can say that I agree with one thing and I disagree with another because I'm an independent human being with an independent mind. I don't have to identify with one individual. I don't have to have a specific political opinion so I get along with my friends. So that it's not awkward around the office when they're all listening to Fox or CNN or whatever the fuck they listen to. I am my own human being. And one thing I can tell about you, Bob Dole, is that you are not. Okay. What is the cruising speed? 19 miles an hour, my friend. 19 miles an hour. Not a mile per hour over. Cuomo and de Blasio speed limit. 19 miles an hour. I'm just giving myself really mild pedal assist right now. I don't have pedal assist on this bike. Drop the charges. What? What is that sign about? What do you crackpots want? wonder why I'm walking on the side, why I'm going on the sidewalk like this. By the way, you'll notice every time I see steps, I stop. I treat it as a stop sign. There's a red light over there, and that red light always coincides with the train going ahead. And the train going ahead, because of the way they built that structure, is insanely loud. It's like 110 decibels under there. And I don't want to lose my hearing on account of New York City traffic laws and routing. So I'll happily break the traffic law if it means I get to preserve my hearing, which I value more than obeying the law in New York City. But I will come up with my own version of the law, which is if I'm going to ride on the sidewalk, A, only do so when there's no pedestrians, and B, treat each stairway as if it is a stop all the way sign in all caps, you know, the stop all the way signs where it's not just a rolling stop, to ensure that when I go through that area, I am not hurting a pedestrian that could be dismounting the bridge. But am I going to lose my hearing because that thing is timed perfectly so that there's a red light every single time there's a 110 decibel train coming ahead, above my head? Fuck no. I enjoy my hearing. I want to keep it for as long as possible. You know the fucked up thing? You know the most fucked up thing is about the hi-fi hobby? As you get older and you're actually able to afford shit like the Vandersteen Model 7 or the TLCS 3.7, you lose your hearing. So like when you're young and you have perfect hearing, you're broke and you're probably, you know, you're lucky to have a set of Grado SR60 headphones or a fucking boombox, maybe a fucking cassette boombox, Kmart. And then when you're older and you can actually afford a nice hi-fi, you're deaf. It's bullshit. It's unfair. Life is unfair. Why is a truck tailgating me? You do not have good enough brakes to be able to stop if I have to stop. Alright, time to get out of here. This truck, I don't trust this truck. Fuck that. I don't trust you, truck. Alright, go off to the side for a moment. Stop. Okay, where was I? My rant. I didn't read anything here. Florida is not safe. They have Florida man in Florida. No, Florida's fine. It's just that they have this shit where they make the criminal, like a lot of their arrests, publicly available information. So you'll read a lot of stuff. That's offensive. Please don't call others retards for following the science. No, I'm calling you a retard because you called me an anti-masker when I have probably had a mask mandate before you did. And if you do a search on Google for my name and the word mask, you'll find a 40-minute video explaining why I had a mask mandate at my business with a link to 69 studies in the description. And with that, I can only imagine that you're either probably. You honestly, you're either trolling or you're one of the dumbest people in my chat, but I genuinely can't tell. I actually can't tell. You win. I honestly can't tell at that point. Fat Cat Flyer says message deleted by John DeComo. Okay. Oh, okay, you're fucking with me. You're a good quality troll. Well, you need to always be scared and never think of anything besides stopping the spread. Okay, you got me. That was good. I actually thought you were serious. Here's the thing, though, man. Isn't it say something that I can't even tell when I'm getting fucked with and when it's real? Like, let's be honest. Doesn't that say something? I actually can't tell when it's a fucking troll. Oh man, I actually enjoyed that. Thank you. That was a good. You got me good, and I actually enjoyed it. But that's the thing, though. I actually can't tell the fucking difference. I can't tell oh man, I like that. That was funny. I enjoyed that.
That was a hell of a good troll indeed.
Thank you. Okay, you gave me my entertainment for the evening. With that, I'll continue my ride home. Excuse me. Okay, let's get it going. Smoking arrow 7s and 9s, left and right. Smoking those arrows. We smoke those arrows. Good troll, man. You got me. You got me good. You got me better than those people in Twitch chat today that said my board was smoking. You pussy. See, he half turned and he stopped in the middle of it. So what I did is I put my brakes on and I did this with my hand and then I pointed. And then I literally pointed and just kept pointing like Ralph Cramden telling Art Carney to get out in The Honeymooners, and he wouldn't go. Come on, man. Yeah. Whoa, bus. No one get hit by bus. Get hit. It's weird when I see people wearing masks at 9 p.m. on an empty street while they're riding their bike. That's, I guess the idea is they're going to have to wear it when they go indoors. So since they're going to have to wear it when they go indoors, it doesn't make sense for them to store it somewhere else. Like when I was wearing it, I wouldn't stop wearing it just because I was alone, because then I have to store it someplace and put it back on, and that process in and of itself is aggravating and annoying, having to take it on and off all the time. The light. I don't trust any of these cabs to not immediately open their door or make a left without looking, that are parked outside of that hotel, because that's exactly what they do every time. And they get me. All these people with their hazards on the right, they're Ubers, and they're very, very scary, because what they'll do is they'll open their door, or they'll immediately turn left with the hazard still on, no turn signal or anything. And they're an occupational hazard, and they scare the fuck out of me. All right, here we go. I always miss the light after this one, and I want to see if I can avoid that this time. How do vans like this Ford in front of me make turns without tipping over? Anybody see that model of Ford van that was in front of me? I don't. If I were driving that, I'd probably have that thing tip over twice a day. How does that thing go anywhere without tipping over constantly? Also, shit, I gotta catch up with traffic. You see that electric scooter to my left? To give you an idea of how fast this bike is versus other electric vehicles. See the electric scooter to my left? See how you don't see him no more? That's how fast this is. Freaking crazy. When people ask why do I build my own electric bike instead of buying a pre-built, because I could do shit like this. And still get over 120 or 150 miles of range. And if I toss the other two batteries in the office on here, I'll get 250 to 300 miles of range. Come on, make your left so I can get in front of the car. You just wheeled in and out of traffic like it's nothing. Freaking amazing. Look at that. Red. Okay, the red turns green. We pedal. Move. Accelerate. Vroom. Red. 3, 2, 1. Green. electric bike at my 1 o'clock in Arrow 7. Smoked. Admittedly, I can't go to that light, but speed bump. Freezing outside and my motor hit 47 Celsius. That's saying something. It's time to slow down a little bit. Yeah, because when I stop without the wind chill, that's gonna go up to like 60. That's no good. As the I don't have respect for people saying they know their body and can tell vaccines aren't right for them. Snowflake BS. I think they just made their own risk assessment and figured no need. Particularly if you're somebody who got COVID and beat it. I'll be honest with you, like if I'm digging deep down in my heart and soul, part of why I got it is just so people would leave me the fuck alone. And because I got it last year, I beat it. I'm young, I'm healthy, I lift weights, I exercise, I run, I do cardio, I eat healthy. I got it so people would leave me the fuck alone. And honestly, it didn't even work. It legit didn't even work. After I got the vaccine, I still got called anti-vaccine by people who were aggravated at the fact that I was anti-lockdown. So it's like, it literally never, it's kind of like if you try to find a way, when you're a kid and somebody calls you a name at school, and then you try to figure out a way to not get made fun of by them, and everything you do to try to not get made fun of by them, you kind of wind up getting made fun of anyway. I feel like this is almost the adult version of it. Like when I went to that prepaid wireless expo, I had people saying, I can't believe you went outside and, talked to people and other shit in this area. Don't you know there's COVID? It's like, yeah, but I got it and I beat it and I got a vaccine. It's like, what do you want from me? And it's like, you're anti this? Are you a denier? And I'm like, what? Are you a COVID denier? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Bro, I got it. I beat it. And I got a fucking vaccine. Either way, I think a lot of people are mentally or emotionally invested in this never ending. And I can't really do anything about that. And I should stop trying. Alright, time for me to go inside. Time for me to go inside. If you're in a business owner, would you support lockdowns? No, it's a principle thing. It's a principle thing. No, I wouldn't. I don't. That's a very strange encroach on freedom that I don't want to be a part of. Because here's one thing. You notice when we're talking about Apple, one of the things that I've said is I don't want to demand that they have to have things in stock for 3 or 5 or 10 years. I'm not Apple. I mean, granted, it hurts them. It doesn't really, not much skin off my back. If I don't think something's fair or right, it doesn't really matter whether or not it personally affects me. Like, I'm not gonna... Alright, anyway. How can you be anti-vax if you got the vaccine? I don't know. Read NPR, watch CNN, watch MSNBC. They'll probably tell you. Either way, I'm out of here. I'm going upstairs. I'm going to enjoy my evening. the lovely lady. Maybe watch some of that piece of shit season 6 of House of Cards. She really wants to watch it. I don't want to watch it. I think it's going to be fucking dog shit. I knew it was going to be dog shit when I was 90 seconds in episode 1 of season 6. But she wants to watch it. I'll watch it for her. Eat some high-end Munster cheese with some peanuts as a snack. And I will see you all in the next one. Hey everybody, how's it going? So there's this article on because I was curious to see like, okay, what clothes do they sell? And listen to this. So they have a studio in Canada. And I want to look how beautiful this is. Okay, this is something that can't go in the washing machine. But like, let me show you how beautiful this is. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna do a shop haul. Look at this. All garments are handmade on site in our Toronto studio. Handmade. Look at this jacket. Like, does this jacket not look awesome? It looks incredible. It looks incredible. And I was so surprised because I look at this piece and I'm like, man, this is a $3,000 jacket. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like for $3,000, like that's just amazing. That's not really my style jacket, but I do admire the workmanship behind that. And let's be honest, like if you saw someone with a jacket like that, you would know 100%. This is not something you want. Same with these. Like look at these leggings. $840 leggings. You see all that detail work over there? See, I don't know how you wash this. How do you wash leather? I don't have any leather leggings. Look at that. Jeez. So these are custom made pieces. So it's not like small, medium, large. It's like you give them your measurement and they make this stuff to fit your body. It's not like the clothes wear you. You are wearing the clothes that are made to fit you specifically. And there's something incredibly empowering about that, I feel like too many people, they wear clothes that they just grab off the rack and they're like, oh, I hope it fits me, right? Like, and if it doesn't fit you, it's like, oh, I guess I'm not skinny enough, or I guess I'm not busty enough, or I guess I'm not this or that. And I feel that when people wear clothes that don't fit them well, it really hurts them psychologically. Like, it's not really apparent, but like, for instance, if I'm wearing a shirt that's like an extra large, and I'm a small
Mr. Clinton.
I'm not going to feel confident.
Want some cheese, Mr. Clinton?
I'm going to feel insecure about myself if I walk out. And I know this is an extreme example here, but what I'm saying is that it's really important for people to wear clothes that fit them really well. And if you have the finances to buy custom clothes to get your clothes tailored, my suggestion would be to go for it. One of the things that I decided that I wanted on my bucket list is I want to have custom fit clothing. I want to have clothes that are made specifically to fit me. And I'm curious to see how it'll be. Like, can you imagine if I say, okay, I want to have a jacket that is made from scratch, and I work with someone just to have like the most unique jacket out there. Like, I know no one's gonna find any jacket like that because it's a custom made jacket. It would be great. So here's an example. Right? So you can see all these pieces over there. They're just beautiful. You know, like this. Like I saw this dress. I was like, wow. There were a pair of leggings that really saw. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at this. If you saw someone walking down the street, this is not my style. But look at these leggings. $1,200. People spend more money on a freaking wash than leggings. And I feel like if I saw someone with these leggings, it would stand out to me way more than any regular style out there. It just looks great. These are unique pieces, and these kind of pieces really help express individuality. It's not
Mr. Clinton. Mr. Clinton.
Fine. It's a lie!
The attorney was surprising when I suggested you might have cooled down the white paper. I told him I'd ask around for others who might be willing to contribute to it as well. This may make you more open to it. Yes, when you're over budget on a project by $20,000, I might not hire you for another one. Who is surprised by that? Come here, Mr. Clinton. Mr. Clinton. You think we should hire somebody that goes $20,000 over budget for a new project, Mr. Clinton? That's right, that's not what we do. Come here, Mr. Clinton. Mr. Clinton.
I will talk you guys later. I just wanted to do this little blurb over here. And yeah. By the way, chat says you're still streaming.
Why are they eavesdropping on me?
I don't know.
Why would they do such a thing?
Lewis is shooting my accident. I don't know.
They've hacked me, Erica.
No. Oh, yeah, your camera's running on your bike.
Are you in on it, Erica?
Huh? No, that's what people are telling me. Oh, I guess not. What? What? What?
It's a Cinevision in our natural habitat.
Whatever. I'm doing my mic technique right now. Jeez. Oh, jeez.
She kind of sits like a bird on a perch.
What?
You see how she perches? It's a very specific, like,
What?
It's an
Oh,
arched
whatever.
back structure.
Whatever.
And I like how she's talking into the top of the microphone instead of the side of it.
What? No,
Instead of doing
I'm
my mic.
holding it like a
You
what?
talk. You have to talk into this end.
Okay.
And she's talking into this end of it. I think it's adorable.
Okay. I know. I don't know why he's still streaming. Okay. Yeah. So let me see over here. Look at this. So 9file says clothes that stand out can make a person confident or highlight their insecurity. If I'm in a shy mood, it kind of makes me feel like a clown. What? Clinton.
Hey, why are you kicking him off his seat?
Huh?
Why are you so salty? Oh
I
my.
don't want him to scream at me while I'm doing
Now
the
he's gonna be
stream.
even madder. Clinton?
Huh?
Clinton? You kicked him off and he's just like, I'm gonna jump right back up there. She's gonna do it again.
Okay.
He's like, now you can't reach me.
Okay. So, let me see. I know. Okay. So I'm gonna just do my stream over here. Yeah, I know. I want. Yeah, I know. Let's see over here. What is that holy? That no, that is not a horrible jacket. It's a great looking jacket. It's amazing. Yeah, I know. It does look like anime video games. Maybe that's the reason why I like it. I think I like these jackets because they remind me of clothes. You know, if you play like a video game, it's just like it's something because it's like I feel like people are more comfortable playing a video game character if you're rather than dressing up like a video game or taking care of their body so they can pull off clothes and kind of make them look like a video game character. I don't think there's anything embarrassing about it at all. And for me, I really hope